It's the most wonderful time of the year. Are we live? Is this thing on? I was literally like telling my friend Rip here that I was absolutely dying on the edge of borderline death because I've just been crunching numbers all day. And then the moment we get to the community, I just light up. Sleaze is just wrapping up his show, so he'll be joining us. But this is my good friend Michael Rippey. Please introduce yourself to the folks. Let them know who you are, where you're from, what you do, and as long as you'll fucking love me.
Holy moly, the energy just went sky high.
Crazy, right?
Incredible. Like the fantasy points that you're going to get from listening to our guy, Killer Whale, Big Draft Energy, my man Disco. Obviously, you can just follow me. It's right there at Michael Rippey. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the great content that is out there. But of course, this is Big Draft Energy Show, and I'm just here to hang out.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Sleaze, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good show. I was listening in the entire time. I hate your hat, but tell the folks who you are, where you're from, what you do, and as long as you fucking love me, and I'm going to share you on the charts right now.
What's good, Rip? Derek, a.k.a. Sleezball. My mind is a weapon, fantasy football. We are here for the show. Glad to be here. Glad to break it down. I got Michael Rip in the building. How we doing, brother? What's good?
It's good. I'm just trying to take in right now that I see you wearing a 49ers champions hat. What's going on here?
We're making the run.
Making a run.
We're making the run. Just like football, the Dolphins, man.
Football fandom is crazy, except the only difference is I don't have a Dolphins hat with the champions written all over. But truthfully, we don't have any hats like that unless you go back to the 70s. That's not here there. Hey, good luck, Sleaze. It's all in tonight's Thursday night football matchup. If you're 49ers, have a shot. This is do or die for the 49ers.
It is. Right now.
Good to see you, Mossy. What's up, Jerry? Bag shot, Jerry. Squinty killing me, Smalls. Teddy says, Sleaze raid. Shout out to you, Teddy, and shout out to Sleaze. Thank you for the raid. Bone says, let's go. Let's go. Indeed, indubitably. Kobe in the Cow Dog says, hello. Sleaze, I'm going to wait for the next playoff one. I'm going to do one if you want to join, by all means.
I'm hopping in.
Okay, so the next one, just let me know when that's fresh. Squints with the hashtag Sleaze raid. Let's go. Sleaze, I also shared you on all three charts. Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's my best work yet, for sure. So guys, it's here. It's time. Fantasy playoffs are upon us. We got last minute decisions. We got terrible David and Njoku news in the community first. So I literally just before going live with Rip scrambled on who to start, Sean Tucker or Demarcus Robinson. Looks like Demarcus Robinson's good to go. I'm going to go with him. Bucky Irving is still up in the air. I think Demarcus Robinson has a good matchup, especially with the slot and the production that the slot has had against the 49ers, especially in recent weeks. So I like it. I like it a lot.
I agree.
Good luck to me. And I also think that the slot back, whoever is playing the slot back role for the San Francisco 49ers tonight is going to roll. So I think George Kittle and I think Deebo Samuel both have a big game. This is the Deebo Samuel bounce back game. There's not a lot of information. I mean, like, there's a lot of information, but Isaac Guerrero, guys, what the hell are we doing with him? Are we playing him? Are we? Rip, you're playing him? No. Sleaze gave us a definitive yes. You shook your head no.
No, yeah, well, you can't trust Sleaze. He's a 49ers homer. He's playing with your mind, with the hat. He's playing.
Everyone gave me shit last week. My guy dropped 25. What's up?
Hey, Guerrero was amazing last week. The thing is, look, ultimately, Guerrero could play one play, or he could play the whole game. So it's a huge risk. I think the ultimate decision for me would come down to this. Who are your other options? If you have a really solid other option, I'm going elsewhere. If you don't have other options that are remotely competent, then yeah, you play Guerrero. But all equal, being equal, and I just discussed this with my guy PPR Fantasy Tips, specifically Guerrero. I'd love to be able to insert him, but it's a very risky play now because, yes, he's active, but Adam Schefter said earlier today he's going to give it a go. He doesn't know how long he could play, so it's hard to know. That's my take.
I mean, he could very well, like, here's the thing. It's one of those situations, if he's healthy, it's an excellent matchup. And if he plays and gets the typical San Francisco 49ers load that the running backs typically get, he's going to be absolutely elite and absolutely smash. But then there's the volatility aspect of it all, right? Where, one, we don't know if, like, he's going to warm up and see if he wants to go during warmups. He can very easily say, "Nah, I don't feel like playing. I don't feel good. I'm not going to do it in warmups." I just realized my mic is like so far away. There we go. My mic is right here now. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Okay. Yeah, like there's so much volatility there. So it's one of those situations where if he smashes, it's because the matchup's absolutely excellent. And he's a very good runner of the football, but the volatility of the injury is very risky, especially with your fantasy football playoffs. I like to gamble. I like to go for the ceiling, but I don't like to play hurt players. So for that on Garendo,
it's fresh right now, Disco.
Sorry,
it's fresh. The 20.
Sweet. I'm queuing up. So yeah, I would absolutely love to play Garendo and confidently advise to play Garendo, but I can't do that because there's too much volatility, especially with your fantasy football playoffs. You got to play with the safe floor and the high ceilings and play the matchup game. And if you have another option, like a Sincere McCormick, I would.
How about this? Let me throw this at you. So Pacheco or Garendo, Keenan Allen, Leggett, or Ramondre Stevenson. Who would you play?
Ramondre Stevenson has a decent matchup against Arizona, especially in the ground. If any indication of what happened last week with Zach Charbonnet going off as a receiver and the runner of the football is, if we can get a fraction of that with Ramondre Stevenson, that's upside. I'd rather play Ramondre Stevenson there for sure. Keenan Allen has an excellent matchup, especially for wide receivers. If we're looking at the entire season now, the Minnesota Vikings secondary gives up the most fantasy points. They've given up a lot of fantasy points and receptions to the wide receivers
last time too.
Yeah, and so I think this is an excellent matchup for Keenan Allen as well. My issue is there's way too much volatility with one player, and you're comparing it to two players with excellent matchups. What about you, Rip?
Yeah, this is very tough. I can't play Stevenson just because I don't play Patriots players because Disco's a fan of the Pats. So yeah, you keep that on you, but I'm not going to put I'm not going to tarnish my lineup with a Patriots player. I don't like the upside on those wide receivers. There's a lot of risk in this breakdown. I'd probably play Garendo in this breakdown. Yes.
Oh wow, God bless you. All right. Bandit Lock says, "Tell Debo to help me. Tonight's the night, buddy. Tonight is the night."
Hey guys, are you sure though?
Yeah.
Weren't we here last week doing the same thing with Debo?
And we're gonna do it one more time. Definition of madness, right? I'm here for it. Sleaze Bone says, "Sleaze, did I hear you say you like Neighbors over Marvin Harrison Jr.? Do tell."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Marvin Harrison Jr. is just boomer bust fantasy football player. I don't even care. Every time he has a good matchup, it doesn't matter.
This is like the best matchup he's had all season, FYI. And the last time he had a good matchup, he kind of smashed.
I mean, you could throw him out there. Neighbors has a good matchup too.
Yeah, but would you trust Kyler? I'm playing the quarterback game here. Who's throwing the fucking football, right? Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets. I'm walking over here. Or Kyler Murray.
Hang on. You want 15 targets to McBride and 6 to 7 for Marvin with touchdown upside, or do you want 10 to 15 targets to Neighbors?
Well, I mean, it all comes. It might as well be 5 to 6 targets for Neighbors because how many of them are going to be catchable?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You also you said McBride, so McBride's the answer and all that.
Yeah, true.
I'm saying he gets all the targets, so it hurts MHJ.
And I mean, every week we said this is the week McBride is going to get a touchdown, but I've paused. I've said I'm not gonna agree. I'm going to say, are you sure? I am certain this is the week we're going to get a Trey McBride touchdown. Mark it, book it, see it. I'll tell you guys the numbers later, but yeah, for sure. All right. Jerry Bagshaw says Ken Walker or Chuba Hubbard. I don't know if Ken Walker's playing. Regardless or not, Chuba has an excellent matchup and he's getting the bell cow work. So I'm leaning Chuba here. I think Chuba's borderline top 10 running back this week easily. Gail over on the X side says Purdy or Justin Herbert. I'm going to lean Purdy here. It's an excellent matchup. There's a lot of fantasy production that's to be given up to against the Los Angeles Rams. He's going to have to air it out, especially if Garendo is banged up. And that is where they're weak. You're going to see a lot of stack boxes if Garendo does play, because that's what the Rams do. They stack the boxes and dare you to beat them deep or within the slot, and they're going to blitz a heck of a lot. So look for Purdy to make the right reads. I like Purdy a heck of a lot. Hussein says, "Let's go Sleezball." Do you guys like Purdy or Herbert?
Herbert.
I like Herbert.
Okay, 2-1. I like it.
They're both
Same,
good plays, though. So I mean,
yeah,
it's not-
they're both. I
they're
have
both
30
top
as QB9 this week. Last week he wasn't coming into the game with an injury designation. Exactly, for sure. That's definitely one of the major concerns for me. I don't like to play hurt players, but hey, if he's good to go, once again, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm not doing it. I'm not advising it. Nick Am says, "Yo, what's up, Nick? Debo Samuel or half-eaten Twinkie? All the options I have. I'm on a diet, so I'm going Debo here, but." I didn't hear you guys last night for wide receiver 3,
I didn't even
Devonta
start a
Smith
diet.
or
Jeez.
Juan Jennings. I'm going Devonta Smith. I'm sure Sleaze is going to go Juan Jennings. Rip, who you got?
One.
Sleaze, you're going with.
I'm going one. Look, the reality too is last time that the Niners and the Rams matched up, that was the career game from Jennings. Not expecting the same amount of output tonight, but expecting a really good game from him.
Yeah, I don't hate your analysis for sure. He is.
I mean, do you think the Eagles are even going to pass a lot?
Why wouldn't they?
Dude, they've just been running 50% the whole time. They just.
I mean, they're
so down for Hurts.
Well, what's the name of that gentleman that you had first on the morning after? He was very insightful, Rip.
Big Draft Energy?
No. The other insightful gentleman.
Oh, Terrell Bush.
Yeah, he's good.
What was like I was listening in on the way back from the doctor's appointment, and he said something absolutely incredible. He said when the Philadelphia Eagles run the ball over 50% of the time, they win. Their record is 19-1 since Jalen Hurts has been the quarterback. I found that incredibly insightful, and what a juicy tidbit. Who gives a fuck? Like, as long as you're winning, right? But if we're looking at touchdown upside, the wide receiver 2 does get, especially the slot, gets a lot of production. I'd rather bet on Devonta Smith than Grant Calcaire, and Devonta Smith looked really good. I also like AJ Brown this week for what it's worth. I think it's going to be a good game. So yeah, we're split there again, 2-1. That's fine. Nathan Morin says, I have 2 lockdown RBs with Saquon and Josh Jacobs. God bless you. Good work. My wide receiver and flex was looking good until this week. Who should I start at flex? Brown. I'm assuming that's Chase Brown or AJ Brown. Please specify which
that's
Brown.
Chase Brown. Light him up.
Yeah, if it's Chase or AJ Brown, I'm lining him up. Neighbors, no. Ridley, not with a. I mean, I didn't like Ridley with Levis having a full shoulder, let alone a half shoulder. Charbonnet, if he's the feature guy, I think he's in a smash matchup against Green Bay on Sunday Night Football. Josh Downs, I want to see him. I'm not recommending Josh Downs over guys like it's AJ Brown. Yeah, I'm going to say it's Charbonnet or AJ Brown. We'll probably get Kenneth Walker news by the time the 4:00 game comes. So it's a toss up between both of those guys. Irving's hurt. I'm not playing Irving, especially against the Chargers, even though they've been giving up a lot of fantasy points the last 5 weeks too. And then Roma Dunze, also can't recommend it as well because yeah. Who do you guys think? Which one should he flex?
Oh, you go for it.
So yeah, we don't know if that's Brown, if that's Chase.
Obviously, well, he definitively said it's AJ Brown.
Oh, so that changes it. I'm choosing one here.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I'm choosing Charbonnet.
Okay.
If K9's out, if
K9's out, I think Charbonnet is a safer floor.
If not AJ or Bucky.
But regardless, AJ Brown's still the higher ceiling. I mean, that entire scenario and situation so ugly, especially with like what's Brandon Graham doing? Did you guys see what he said on that pod? He's just like, yeah, I mean, 1 is trying, but number 11, like he's not really giving him a chance. And it's like, come on, man. Come on. And then AJ Brown had a very awkward interview yesterday, and he's just like, we good. We are right. And it's like, you're not good. It's like, okay. JJ86 says, how about those Chiefs? How about them? Fuck. Garrett Wilson, Juan Jennings, Neighbors, Garendo, Flowers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Coleman. Please pick your top 4. Garrett Wilson for sure. Juan Jennings for sure. I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. for sure. And Flowers, I don't think he's going to get a lot of usage in this game against the Giants. Who do you like? Are we in agreement with the first 3 there, guys?
I'm going with Wilson, Jennings, Neighbors, Garendo.
Really? Okay.
I'll ride with that.
Neighbors over Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah, I guess you could coin toss it though. Look, if you're playing and you love Marvin Harrison, he's your favorite player. There's some reason you have a connection, play him. But I think that I'd still probably go with Neighbors a little bit more on the upside. Hope.
I mean, just 60 targets in 6 games. Just unignorable compared to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, but like we're talking about how many of those were catchable. Let's be realistic.
Right. I mean, it's dude, I never liked when he was drafted the Giants, man. I knew it was over.
Yeah, I know. It was wish he went to the Chargers. I'm going Garrett Wilson, Juan Jennings, Flowers, Marvin Harrison Jr. Garendo's too volatile. Neighbors, I like the matchup. It's one of the better matchups in football. Top 3 if we're talking about just pure fantasy points on the season. 4 wide receivers. Keon Coleman coming off of the injury. I mean, it's going to be a shootout. You definitely want to invest in course field, but not this week. Just in did not participate for Kenneth Walker. Noted. Thank you. Appreciate you, Bones. You always got the breaking news for us, man. I really do appreciate
There
you.
was nothing all day. That's weird. It came so late.
Yeah. Are the Cardinals a good defense this week, or who do you think are a good pick this week? Sleaze, do you like the Cards this week?
I have in my top 6.
Okay. Rip, are the Cardinals a good pick this week?
Anybody versus the Patriots, right?
Yeah. I mean, what he said, what that guy said.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. We fucking suck this year. We got that one. Thank you, Bones. Yes, sir. Did our draft fill? Guys, we are queued up right now in the Drafters $20 playoff best ball championship. If you guys want to join and draft with myself and Sleaze, by all means do so. The winner of yesterday's giveaway did not, and I repeat, did not claim their ticket. Also, they didn't enter properly. So we're going to reshuffle it and we're going to re-give it away tonight. So put hashtag SleazeRip, hashtag SleazeRip, Rip Sleaze. Either or works. Hashtag SleazeRip. Shout out to my special guests. If you guys want it exactly just like this, hashtag SleazeRip, you got to do the caps and the lower cases exactly like that, guys. We're going to complicate life. And you can only enter from YouTube. So if you are one of the beautiful 93 people on X tuning in right now, one, God bless you. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. But if you want a chance to win $50,000 on me, come over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel and put hashtag SleazeRip, and we'll get you in the giveaway, all right? And we'll do a nice little thingy thing. Okay, who do I get? Okay, this guy. Will Woods. What's up, Will? He says, looking for tight end with Njoku injury. Options available. Komet, Gesicki, Likely, Okonkwo. I do like Likely. I always like Likely. Komet should be... He has a very advantageous matchup. Is Stone Smart available? Because Stone Smart has one of the better matchups in football, and his usage...
I'm not starting Stone Smart.
I am.
I don't know.
I am. Jerry Bagshot. So, yeah, I would say I would lean... Komet Likely, but I do like Likely a little bit more than Komet. I think he has a higher ceiling, especially if he gets that wide receiver 2 role, because Deontay Johnson's out. Obviously, Nelson Aguilar is not an every down back, ask Philadelphia, or every down wide receiver, ask Philadelphia fans. And I think Komet's the safer floor. He's got a good matchup in a game that should be a shootout. Reed, Addison, or Drake London. I'm going Drake London. The matchup against the Raiders is way too good. His floor is 12 points PPR format. So I mean, I'd love to see him at his ceiling, but he has a safer floor. Jaden Reed, I think he's going to have a bounce back, but I'm also not betting on him ever again and not advising him. I think Jordan Addison actually has a smash matchup as well, because the wide receiver 2 always goes off against the Chicago Bears. So Jordan Addison, last time he faced him, he absolutely went nuclear. He went nuclear last week. I think he's a good option too. Addison's your ceiling play. London's your safe floor play. What do you guys think?
London.
I would not play Drake London. Kirk Cousins hasn't thrown a touchdown in 4 straight. Drake London hasn't scored a touchdown since week 9. Hasn't been very good at all for a while now, London, to be fair. I love Addison. He's been top. I think he's been top 3 2 of the last 3 weeks. He was awesome against Chicago 3 weeks ago. He was number 1 last matchup against Chicago. He was awesome last week, and I like him this week. I would play Jordan Addison, even though I know rankings would tell you to go with Drake London.
Heard. I'm also telling you to go with Drake London, because even though he hasn't been good, he also hasn't been bad. His floor has been very safe. Hot Take City says, hello, Hot Take City. Guys, just like this, to enter the giveaway. If you want a chance to win $50,000, put a hashtag SleezRip like this, and we'll enter you guys in the giveaway, okay? Stanley Yelnut says, Seattle news actually comes in late because they're on the Pacific Hurt. I'm on the East Coast.
We had Garendo news this morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, that's also true. We had it here at like 6 a.m. Adam Schefter broke it at like 6 a.m. Hot Take Cities enter the giveaway. Nick Am has entered the giveaway. Bones has entered the giveaway. Nathan Moran's entered the giveaway. Jerry Bagshaw has entered the giveaway by entering hashtag SleezRip. Thanks, guys. You're very welcome, Will. If you have any other questions, we'll gladly assist you. Mercy23, he told us Jordan Addison was that guy last week when he popped by on Sleez's show before Sunday, and we didn't listen. And we should have listened to you, and we're going to listen now. Love or, okay, Noah Bonecutter. I love the name. He says Jordan Love or Matthew Stafford.
I had this one asked me so many times. I like Love.
You love Love? I love Love.
Romeo Dobbs back to help.
I feel like you guessed on that. You were like about to say.
Yeah, who do you have higher in your rankings?
Love, barely. They're close.
Okay. What about you, Rip?
Yeah, I guess it is close. I think I would play Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
Niners do get Greenlaw and Bosa back.
Yeah, but like where
Don't
the Niners...
say yeah like Bosa isn't fucking impactful. What do you mean? Monster on the
Matt
edge.
Milano came back, and here, man, I'm going Matthew Stafford definitively.
There's a reason that Bosa's
a
a 99 and Madden and Milano's a 70.
what are you drinking right now? What is that?
A&W.
Rooted beer. I'm like, is this guy drinking like a mini 40?
Cream soda?
What is that? A 10? Cream soda is just delicious. So I'm going Stafford. Rip is going Stafford, and Sleaze is going Love. All right, Matthew Stafford or Jordan Love, full PPR. Okay. Breaking my head deciding who to play against Lamar versus the Giants. Lamar versus the Giants doesn't really scare me. I don't think he's going to have to throw the ball a heck of a lot. I think it's going to be a blowout. Right now, they're 16-point favorites. I haven't seen that in a really long time. So a whole 16-point favorites. I think Derrick Henry is going to go for 202 touchdowns in 3 carries. And then we're going to see a heck of a lot of Justice Hill and whoever the backup is there. Mossy's entered the giveaway. Mercy's entered the giveaway. Let's go. Hashtag SleezRip. Will Wood says Brian Thomas Jr., London, or AJ Brown need one starting Mr. Cooper Kupp as my other wide receiver tonight. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the help. I'm going AJ Brown. SleezRip, what you got?
I just don't trust AJ Brown. I like London.
I'll ride AJ Brown with you on this.
I ain't riding no man, sir. Pause. Nathan Morin says, sorry, guys, I need a top 3 out of my last list. Need to fill 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. AJ Brown, Ridley. You need a top 3. Okay, so AJ Brown. Need to fill 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Okay, so AJ Brown, who's the other wide receiver?
I would ride with Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would put Sharp.
He's the safest bet. And I fucking hate saying that that's a safe bet. So it's going to go AJ Brown, Neighbors, and then Sharp, right? All in agreement? Say aye. Aye. All right. Mercy says Stafford, Denver, or Minnesota. D. I'm going with Denver's defense. One, because they've been one of the better defenses all year. If there was a guy on this panel that said free money is Denver over 5.5 wins or 4.5 wins.
Yeah.
If he came on the show and said that, this is why you guys got to tune in all year long, because our guy Rip has the best insight, and his mind is a fucking weapon. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think there's somewhere that Sleaze might owe me something for that. Yeah, I think we were gonna debate a jersey. I'm just waiting for something out of Sleaze, but no worries.
Did we bet something? I forget. I don't remember.
Yeah, what you wowing about, Jerry? Jerry, what you wowing about? What's wrong? All right, we got plus here on X saying, just saw a clip of Isaac on the field, tempted to take the risk, or should I take Thielen or Myers? I mean, Thielen's been very safe. He's been absolutely electric the last 2 weeks. He's got an excellent matchup against the Dallas Cowboys. He's definitely the safer play. Jacoby Myers, I can't recommend. I know, what's his face? Aiden O'Connell, aka Farva, is still in the mix to potentially play, but even then, I just can't recommend him. I really can't, even though he was like number one in most advantageous matchups across the board in like a lot of fantasy aspects for the having flashbacks since I owned Purdy after the Bucky burn last week. Yeah, man, I'm not going to recommend him. I'm not. Noah Bonecutter says, start
really
two.
think Aiden O'Connell's going to fight through that bad injury and play?
No, but that's why I recommended Thielen. Yeah. Myers is one of those guys where it's like, I want to start him. I'm starting him in community first in your dynasty startup there, Sleaze. But I have no fucking choice. And Njoku's out. Brees Hall looks like he's going to be out. So, yeah, I got to start him, and I'm starting Demarcus Robinson tonight. I'm still up in the air about that. Start two, Higgins, Ladd, Mooney, Judy, Metcalf. Also, would you start any of them over Montgomery at flex? Absolutely not. I would not start any of them over David Montgomery. And then, like, no David Njoku. The likelihood of David Njoku playing is very slim. You got to go with Jerry Judy. The volume's going to be there. The opportunity is going to be there. It's been a very good matchup. If we're looking
Judy's
at like the last
this week.
Yeah, the last 5 weeks, it's one of the highest ceiling plays that you could possibly have, and we know James Winston's going to air it out. What do you think?
I think Jerry Judy is the number 9 wide receiver overall, and he needs to be in the lineup every single week at this point. I'm over arguing it. I'm going Monty and DK.
What?
Judy, DK, Monty.
No, he says start two.
Oh, I thought I said and a flex. Oh, so I'm going Monty and Judy.
Yeah. Okay. Rip.
Well, I'm not starting anyone over Montgomery at flex, but if we're talking about wide receivers and starting two, I would start T. Higgins and Ladd McConkey.
Over Judy?
Yeah, I think it's very close between Judy and McConkey. I could understand why you would play Judy. He probably has a pretty good game, but Cedric Tillman's back. I think he has a solid day, and I just like McConkey in general, so I'd rather ride with McConkey. I would not be playing DK Metcalf. I'm not sure why there's Metcalf love still. He's got, ultimate high elite talent, but I don't think the production has matched at all, and I think Jason has surpassed him as the best receiver on that football team.
Yeah, it's weird to say that. Sleaze was saying that earlier on the show. It's so weird to say that, DK Metcalf's not the best wide receiver.
I still like DK, bro.
I can't, listen, I'm never benching DK because at the end of the day, his ceiling is like, it breaks fantasy football, and I want that in the fantasy football.
Can I just share one quick stat with you? The last time DK has had a top 10 week was week 7 against Atlanta. He missed games, and then since his bye the last 4 weeks, which is we've seen this with Debo the same way. I mean, these are DK's output: 10.5 points, 7.9, 8.6, 6.9. I mean, he's been awful. I know he has a big name and he could break out at any point, but I think when it comes to this point, you have to. I mean, it's been 2 months since we've seen him be really good.
But his floor is always 10.
No, it's not. His floor was 6.9 last week. Before that, 8.6, 7.9 a bit before that. I mean, the floor.
That's half point PPR.
He's gotten 4 catches the last 3 weeks. I'm just saying. I think that we have production hasn't matched what we think of DK, and I understand he's a specimen and he has done it in the past. But I think once you get to this point, you have to sort of go with what we're seeing instead of projecting what we could hopefully see.
Did you guys see that meme where it was DK Metcalf standing next to Calvin Johnson, and the caption was, "This is everybody thinks a Chrysler 300 is a Rolls Royce until a Rolls Royce Phantom pulls up." Man, Calvin Johnson, Megatron, he's such a beast. Speaking of specimens, God bless. And now he's a legal drug dealer, selling legal marijuana and a first ballot Hall of Famer. Good for him. Brainy Ball is trying to start a wave of hearts on the stream. Get up, people, hoping it actually shows up on everyone's stream. It doesn't show up here, but we love you, Brainy Ballers. We love you so much, and we love what you do for fantasy football. If you guys want to take your fantasy football leagues to the next level, make sure you guys contact Brainy Ballers and take your league to the next level by getting a custom Brainy Ballers helmet / fantasy trophy. Got to take your league to the next level. Shout out to Brainy Ballers, guys. It really is a heck of a person and a heck of a product. We all got it. I mean, Sleaze, show yours. I got mine hanging up back there with all the disco balls in the light. We love you. And it's custom, guys. It's super custom. It's great. Jerry, he says, Debo, Pacheco, or T. Higgins for my flex. T. Higgins had one of the best matchups in football last week and put up
Did nothing.
4 point something fantasy points. I was out on him this week. He has it not the greatest matchup, but it's also not a bad matchup, especially for looking at like what the Tennessee Titans have been giving up recently to opposing wide receiver ones and wide receiver twos. Pacheco's got a safe-ish floor against Cleveland. Cleveland gives up at least one rushing touchdown on a weekly basis. Doesn't matter the matchup. And then Debo's all ceiling, no floor. If you need it for your playoffs, I think your safest bet is Pacheco. The ceiling play is Debo. T. Higgins is like literally, that's the biggest gamble you can make. Rip
with a Higgins line. Let me
hear
it.
Here's the Higgins line.
I think that the riskiest play by far is Debo.
Yeah.
Not even a question in my mind. I think Higgins is the play here. Pacheco's still working himself back from the injury, in my opinion. I expect Pacheco to be better down the stretch, but I'm not sure it's this week. And yeah, Higgins was not, the focus point against Dallas on Monday night and wasn't good, but he hasn't had a back-to-back bad performances in 3 months. I like T. Higgins this week. I would play him.
Yeah, but he also hasn't really played back-to-back games in like the last 3 years. So let's be real. Okay.
Years?
No, I'm kidding. Sleaze, you're up. Being facetious.
Debo.
Debo? Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is the guy with the fucking 49ers.
Crazy. What has Debo done to deserve this type of love?
He averages 27 points in his career against the Rams.
There you go. What you asked him to stand on business, and he did. JJ86 says, "Is it wise to play Garendo over Marvin Harrison Jr. and Flowers?" I would say no. Sleaze would say yes. Rip,
I would say yes over.
Just may play for sure.
I would say yeah. I would play him over Flowers. I don't like Flowers at all. I wouldn't put him in any roster starting. But Garendo against Marvin Harrison, I'd go Garendo. I think
I would still definitely flex Zay Flowers for sure. Definitively, but I would say I like Marvin Harrison Jr. the most out of those three. Just playing the matchup game. We got 200 viewers, 177 of you beautiful folks are on X, 24 of you here on YouTube. So we're at 201 because my math wasn't mathing there for a sec. So shout out to you folks. If you guys are watching us on X, hop on over to the YouTube channel. It does help us out a heck of a lot, guys. Big Draft Energy on YouTube means the world. Okay, Nathan Moran says, "Are you guys worried about Neighbors not playing since their season's done?" I'm not worried about him not playing, but I'm also not playing him because I don't like Tommy Cutlets. And Baltimore's defense before the bye has been improving against the pass, and I expect that to continue. Stafford over or under 22.5 passing completions. We're about to get to the Pick-Ems real close and real soon, sir. I'm saying the over just based off of game script. But I'm sure my co-host here will either disagree or disagree. Youngwei Koo, I agree, Sleaze, on him this week. Number one kicker, Monday Night Smash. Pretty much anybody who plays Vegas is a great kicker. Yo says, Bing King, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Bink. Shout out to you, brother. Hello. DK has been very lackluster. Same with AJ Brown. Unfortunately, there are better options. No, sir. No, sir. I am all ceiling.
I like Bink. DK's getting healthy. Get ready.
You can get healthy. Look out playoffs for sure. Facts. Speaking of marijuana, I'll be right back. You ain't got to go nowhere, brother. Bring us with you. Have us on the mobile. Bing King with the emoji. There's the heart. Shout out to Brainy Ballers with the heart. I got one of those as well. Beautiful. It's a great helmet, great person. Brainy Ballers is it goes 100%. Sleaze, to argue that Debo nor San Francisco is the same as recent years, true. I think Stanley Yelnats from Access. Stanley, do you have YouTube? It's very easy to create a YouTube account. All you gotta do is connect your Gmail account to bada bing, bada boom. Click like, click subscribe, and then it really helps us a lot. But we'll chop it up with you on X regardless. Thank you for your support. He says, I think we got the San Francisco news early because they play tonight. Seattle news usually comes in late. Heard. True. Broadster, shout out to the beautiful man Broadster. Hashtag Sleaze Rip Broadster for an entry into the $300,000 drafters playoff best ball tournament. We're giving away a ticket tonight because the person who won last night did not claim it. And Sleaze and I are currently queued up. We've been queued up this entire time. It's at 3 out of 6. So we need 3 more people to queue up with us, guys. And let's have fun. Let's rock out and let's do a draft. In the meantime, guys, are you ready to talk some Pick-Ems, some locks?
I'm ready. So
right.
I just want to give it to you here, Rip. 2023,
Hold
22
on,
points.
hold up. If you're gonna give it to him, we gotta play everything and we gotta set it up right here. All right, he's ready to stand on business, guys.
Hold up. What did you just say? I'm gonna need you to stand on business.
Stand on business. Go.
Since 2019, when Debo came into the NFL, first game against the Rams was sluggish, 5 points. Obviously, wasn't getting the snaps yet. Coming down to week 16, he popped 16 points. Another team is different every single year. 2020, he drops 18 in the first matchup, then he drops 25. 2021 against the Rams, he drops 33. Then again at the end, he drops 30 right after that. 2022, he drops 28. Then he doesn't play the Rams again, he gets hurt. 2023, he drops 23, and then he drops 5 because they played 30% of the snaps because they were already in playoff contention. And this year, he's been injured. So Debo always fucking kills the Rams.
I mean, he hasn't been injured this season, really. He's just
And where did the Rams struggle this year? Across the middle in the slot. It's
this
Debo night.
This is a guy that's gotten 18 points over the last month in 4
Yeah.
matchups. I understand he could break out. Maybe you have some good stats there. He didn't play against the Rams earlier this season, but I respect you standing on business and supporting your team.
It's here. I know it's risky. I know it's really risky, but I just feel like Debo night is here.
Hey, if you call it out every week, eventually maybe you'll get one, like once every
Even
5.
whoa, shit! Rushing yards for Kyron Williams is at 50.5 rushing yards. This is a special. Is it safe to say we like the over here, fellas?
Yeah, I took it already on a couple.
Okay, I didn't know it was available. No, you are Hot Take City. LOL. He saw the Ducks. All right, my bad. I don't know if you guys saw the Ducks while you guys were talking there, but I had to pull the Ducks up. The only way Debo going to smash is if he's starting running back tonight. Hashtag Sleaze Raid says Brandon. Okay, I like that.
Debo's smashing if you're playing with Madden and you're good at it.
All right, so now I got to pull up my advantageous charts. We're each going to give 1 to 2 locks. Obviously, this Kyron Williams over 50.5 is way too nice not to take advantage of. So we're going to put him here. We're going to do a 8 ticket that will $100 extra dollars, but we're also going to safety it. So yeah. So when I'm pulling up my charts here, okay, I got it here somewhere. Sorry, I got like a million tabs open. All right, so one outlier for this matchup is the rushing yardage for quarterbacks. And in particular, it's the rushing yards for Brock Purdy. I do like his rushing yards prop at 9.5 for his longest rush. If we're looking at what, obviously, they played the Rams. They played Buffalo last week, and Josh Allen's a spectacular runner of the football, and he's always going to run the football very well. He's matchup proof, right? But even the week before, Derek Carr ran for 11 rushing yards against the Los Angeles Rams. Brock Purdy has been sneaky athletic. The only game he didn't really rush for over 10 or 11 yards is in the Snow Bowl game, his first game back off of the injury. I like him for over 9.5 for longest rush. What do you guys think? Or even his 19.5 rushing yards.
I like the 19.5 as well. Yep.
Rip, you're the tiebreaker. Would you prefer the longest rush or the 19.5 rushing yards?
I think you got to go with the rushing yards. It's at 20.5 on my screen, but I think that would be the play over the longest rush.
Yeah, just refresh your screen. All right, Matt, Rip, give us a pick you like.
Yeah, I love this pick. I think you got to go to the running back. I know you smashed Kyron Williams. Maybe this takes it out, but I like Blake Corum over 18.5 rushing yards tonight.
It's 19.5 now. Do you still like it?
I still like it. I mean, he's had 2 back-to-back games where he's gotten 8 carries each time, and I expect he should get a little bit more game share as well. He had 42 and 34 yards rushing the last 2 weeks, and if he's involved the way he has been over the last couple of weeks, why not get over 19.5 yards tonight? I think it's a really good play.
I like the call. Sleaze, you're up.
I like George Kittle receiving yards.
I prefer his reception. Oh, his receptions are gone. That makes sense. Over 61.5. Why?
It's George Kittle week. George Kittle day. Tight end 1. He's seeing too much volume. The Rams, if you look at it, so fantasy points, let me see. So they're actually giving up about 50. It's been right on par, so it's not really an outlier. But George Kittle's always good against the Rams. It's Kittle, Debo always. I'm gonna ride it. Yep. 151 last week, 80 before that. Bad game against Buffalo. I'm rolling out Kittle.
All right, fine. We took it. Rip, what else do you like?
I like to. Well, I don't want to be a downer here. I'd go under on everything Debo, but forgetting that, let's go back to the Rams, and I would look at Cooper Kupp. I like the over 65.5 receiving yards. Cooper's been very good outside of one game. I think this is a number that he can easily achieve. So I like the over on receiving yards for Cooper Kupp tonight.
Okay, Sleaze.
I'm gonna go with Joshua Carty 6.5 kicker points.
Fucking kickers, man. I'm sure it can hit. I'm sure it can hit. All right, so here's my conundrum. I know that San Francisco has been getting sliced by the slot position pretty much every single week.
I like Debo's rushing too. If
All
you
right,
switch that, but they didn't.
Noted. So Demarcus Robinson coming off of an injury. Currently, his longest reception prop is at 13.5. His receiving yards prop is at 17.5. I like him. I think the matchup's excellent. And also, if he isn't 100%, Tutu Atwell, 15.5 receiving yards, 12.5 for longest reception. His DPOA right now, depth of average target, is at 19.5 over the last 6 weeks. I love Tutu Atwell over his longest. I love him over his receiving yards. So I'll allow one of you two to be the tiebreaker here. Which one would you guys prefer out of these two tertiary options? By the way, I also like Demarcus Robinson for an anytime touchdown, but that's for a later conversation. Maybe I bet on it.
And if his longest reception is 12, you might as well take the receiving yards at 15, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So do you want Tutu? So the question isn't necessarily, longest or receiving yards. Do you guys want Tutu or Demarcus Robinson? Is that the one you guys want to bet on?
I'll let Rip pick that. I'll go Tutu. Yeah,
I would go Tutu. I mean, this looks like it's a mistake. We're in week 15 now. Tutu has gone over 15.5 receiving yards in 11 out of 12 games this season. I mean, since week 2. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I love this.
Good find. Okay, we got one more, guys. Any of you guys got anything you like here? Puka, nobody's betting on it. Juan Jennings.
I like his receptions at 5.5, but
Juan?
Yeah, I like Debo's rushing more. Debo's going to get the 18.5.
18.5 rushing is not available. Oh, it's there. It's a little rich for my soul. I like his receptions prop, 4.5. I prefer his receptions over his rushing yards. Rip doesn't like any of the other. Okay,
it's like someone put a stink bomb into the bet.
All right, so what do you like, Rip?
There's a number of things. I would just away from Debo.
Okay, so give me the one you like. Sleaze, give me the one you like. I'll give you the last one I like, and we'll have the chat be the tiebreaker.
I'm gonna go with Garendo receiving yards, 14.5.
Rip.
All right, I'll go with Garendo rushing yards.
Okay, I'll be the tiebreaker.
You said it's a tiebreaker here. I'm gonna give the chat.
The tiebreaker. I'll be the tiebreaker.
Rams hemorrhage more passes to the running back, wide receiver yards than they're rushing.
We're going to the chat. The chat's choosing. I'm just throwing in the option,
All right.
One's longest. I'm not against that, Mercy. I like that call too. I'll let you guys take it down. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with the receiving yards. I like your assessment there. I'm gonna go with $10. We're gonna safety it. Our draft is filled. And that's
I backed out. I'm gonna go. So Debo receptions, right? That was the other one?
No.
Thank God.
Which one did you take out? So I have Tutu, Garendo, Carty, Kupp, Kittle, Corum, and Purdy's rushing. What am I missing?
Kyron's 50.5 rushing yards.
Oh, I already took that. Okay. I'm gonna throw Debo rushing in there. Hey, lady.
All right. So we're in our pre-draft right now. Rip, I want you to help me build my team here. So this is the playoff best ball. Shocker. I'm at the one. You're not in this one, Sleaze?
No, I backed out. I gotta head to my buddies at 5 for the game.
What pick do you have?
Sorry?
What pick are you? I can't see this.
6. I'm at the 106 here. Let me adjust this.
So this is from the playoffs. Rip, you got to build your team as they're going to the Super Bowl. It's fun, but it's hard.
Oh, it's the rest of the okay.
No, it's
Playoff-
not. It's not
playoffs
the
only.
fantasy playoffs. It's the actual NFL
Yeah,
playoffs. So from round 1 all the
Yeah.
way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So you want to build out a team that you think you also want to kind of avoid,
Yeah.
early picks with teams with first round buys.
Right.
And there's a lot of variances where, like, potentially, like, yes, there's a 2% chance that the Cincinnati Bengals can make it, or yes, there's a slight chance that Miami can make it. Those guys are usually going a little bit deeper. You can find guys like Kyron and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua both relatively late, or all three relatively late. You definitely want to stagger, either conference, either side. So we got the 106. So we got back-to-back picks here. What are you eyeing?
I think I would eye one
Well,
of those.
first of all, who do you think's going to the Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be Detroit and Buffalo.
So that's what you try and target. You try and stack the Lions. You try and stack the Bills. I did Bills Rams yesterday. Full stacks on both of them.
Yeah. So Gibbs gone, Josh Allen gone, Amon-Ra St. Brown still available, Montgomery still available, and then obviously you want to trickle in a couple of guys who are going to go and win a couple of games, right?
Yeah.
So can you see everything all right here? I got the full list up here, so I want you guys to help me out here, and then after this is done, we'll remind the folks what we're doing and where they're doing it at, and then we'll announce the winner tomorrow night of the giveaway here, guys. Actually, babe, just send me the list of everybody who's entered. If it's not too late to enter right now, guys, hashtag Sleezrip, and we'll do a duck race. What you got here, buddy?
Well, what do you guys think? I mean, we're building this.
Well, James Cook's currently available. He's part of your Buffalo pick. That's the highest available on your Buffalo pick. So I think James Cook should be there, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then you get one more. So
If we're going with that idea, then I mean, don't you need to take
Jared Goff?
Yeah, but I mean, we need to get points anyway, so maybe we want to have Derrick Henry in the playoff game.
Bet. All right. I like that.
But you kind of want to stagger AFC, NFC as well.
That's fine. Hey, man, this is how he's building his thing. Right now, he's got Derrick Henry.
No, I'm just throwing that at you as like an idea,
Yeah, who doesn't really have a first-round bye. He's got a running back and a flex now. He doesn't need another running back.
Did you just blow the smoke into your arm from a fake vape rip that you tried to hide?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's got asthma.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's his asthma inhaler. Broadsters entered the giveaway.
I think that was a fake comment. You are fake news tonight.
Mm-hmm. Debo night. Get ready.
This feels like Levis night.
No.
You got these guys if it's 5 letters, stand
That's
away.
it. That's it.
Liv, can you confirm that you got the list so I could do the
5.
The duck race, please? Confirm, Liv, please confirm. I know there's a slight delay on the stream as well, so yeah. Broadster's in here. Shout out to Broadster. I don't recognize anybody else. Sent. Okay, I appreciate you, baby. You're the best. All right. I don't see it. There it is. All right. All right. So to enter the giveaway, it's now closed. We're not adding any new names. And we're going to set up the duck race while we're waiting for our pick. Hopefully we get notified. 69 seconds, names, edit lists. All right. And you got to be on YouTube to enter the giveaway. All right, this is set. Let's go. Definitely don't want to open up that ad. And we're coming up on our pick, and we're crushing the stream, and everything's going good. Mercy says he's calling Cooper Kupp to score 2 and Puka to score 1. So give me first touchdown calls for tonight's game, guys. Who do you guys like for first touchdown tonight?
Debo.
Ripster?
Jawan Jennings.
You guys both like San Francisco.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm terrible at this first touchdown. I have no idea game script who's going to get it, but I like Jennings if it is.
Yeah, to put a coin flip. It's huge, right? To get the first possession. You don't know.
I'm going DeMarcus fucking Robinson. All right, we're back on the clock. You're good on running backs. Josh Jacobs is still available, so you could technically still take him, but then you'd be done at running backs. We do need some wide receiver help.
I like Shakir throughout the playoffs here. He was awesome. I like Shakir a lot there. And we have another pick.
Yeah.
And so what do you guys think here for the next pick?
I mean, if you like Buffalo and Amari Cooper's still available, I'd go there too.
Going back, just going double tap on the wide receivers from Buffalo.
If they make it all the way, you stack more points, right?
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So yeah, ride with Cooper.
All right. So now we need to we need a quarterback for sure. We definitely need a quarterback. Goff is gone, Allen's gone. So let's pull up the quarterbacks. You got Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Russell Wilson, Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold. So you want to probably get like a quarterback you think is going to play in every single round at this point. You might want to go with 3 quarterbacks in this build. You might also want to go with 3 tight ends and then the rest just wide receivers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the option of Herbert or Darnold later as these guys drop, or Russell. I don't really like Stroud. Not high on Daniels.
Yeah, I think Stroud's going to be a one and done. I do like Jordan Love a heck of a lot. I mean, like guys like Cooper Kupp are still available, if I'm not mistaken.
That's why I stacked the Rams, dude. Because what if they make it? You can get them so late.
Like, look, Puka's still available, Reek's still available, London's still available.
This Miami again. What are we doing here?
Sorry,
Miami's not making it.
I like Pickens, Pittsburgh.
No Jaden Reed love. No Zay Flowers love.
I'm gonna leave Jaden Reed's analysis to you, my guy.
I think he bounces back this week for what it's worth.
Romeo Dobbs gonna help him more.
Yeah,
I don't think Dobbs is playing.
Jerry says, "Get ready to shake those tail feathers." He loves the duck races, and I'm here for it. Buddy took Allen and Hurts. That's crazy.
About 3 weeks, bro.
Kyron. Okay, Jerry likes Kyron for first. Roster likes
full today. Rip.
San Fran under 25.5 and first TD is Kyron Williams. Okay. I'm saying DeMarcus Robinson, guys. Even if he's not first, I still think he finds the end zone. The opportunity is too advantageous. You got to look at the trends and follow the trends. And I like DeMarcus Robinson a heck of a lot. It's either going to be him or Tutu. I'd rather bet on the guy who's been on the field more recently. So I'm riding with him. All right, Rip. We going quarterback? We going wide receiver? Or we going tight end here?
Quarterback.
Yeah, let's take quarterbacks. So I like Love.
You love Love? All right. Did you want to go 2 quarterbacks back to back, or did you want to go Jordan Love and then Pickens? Because you said you like Pickens.
No Sam Darnold left for the make the NFC.
I think they're one and done.
You think they're one and done?
Yeah.
Who's left at tight end?
Tight ends, you got Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, McBride, likely Tucker Kraft. I like a heck of a lot. George Kittle.
Johnu.
No.
Dude, how about Johnu with 0 points and 15 in overtime? Just so let me close this out real quick.
There's still Dawson Knox. And it's 12 rounds, by the way. You get to start 6 quarterback, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 1 flex, 2 wide receivers.
Okay, so let's get another quarterback here, yeah? We got Love.
Pickens just went.
Higgins is gone.
Yeah. So you got Kupp, Puka, Tyreek Hill, Drake London, Jaden Reed. Those are your top wide receivers currently. Terry McLaurin's still available.
Jordan Addison. It's pretty sexy.
Okay. We took Jordan Addison here. This is a very interesting draft. Very interesting. So we currently have 6 out of 12. I think you could take 1 more quarterback. The rest got to be wide receivers and tight ends.
Okay.
And just tell me what you want to pull up or what information you need, and I'll do it. I'll pull it up.
Quarterback, if we could get, I would say we should take Russ.
Okay. You want to let Russ cook. Guys, what we're doing here is a draft, okay, for the NFL playoffs. I know it's early, and I know there's a lot of scenarios where certain teams can make it and certain teams can't make it. And here's the thing: if you don't take the risk on guys right now, like Puka Nacua, say Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp make the playoffs with the LA Rams, and they have a very, very strong chance of making it. All they need is 1 or 2 Seattle losses. Hello, Geno Smith is the fucking quarterback. Yes, he's been unreal, but he's still very capable of losing football games. And they're in the mix, right? And then you're not going to be able to see those guys in round 2, 3, maybe even round 1. And right now they're available borderline undrafted. So this is why we're drafting early. Make sure you use promo code DISCO when you sign up on Drafters to take advantage of this. We'll double your initial deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. And like you guys saw earlier, you could also tail us on any of the Pick-Em tickets we've been smashing. Not last week. Last week sucked. Last week was such a weird fucking week. Nothing went to plan last week. The numbers just didn't add up. And the players who played well, they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. Plain and simple. I had 8 more fantasy points in the whale this week than I did last week, and I finished 60th. Make it make sense.
Yeah, crazy, right? It's just how the weeks go.
I mean, fuck. I had 0 exposure to Charbonnet. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, dude. We both were like, dude, every time he gets the roll, he does nothing with it. He goes for 40.
Well, I did say, he had like 18
Earlier
the
this
first
season,
time,
yeah.
and then 23 the second time in weeks. What was it, 2 and 3 or whatever?
But you look at last year, he had
I didn't expect him to do what he did. I had 0 exposure to Rendo. I had way too much Swift. Swift was a big bust. All right, what you got here, buddy? What do you like? You like Tucker Kraft, TJ Hawkinson, TJ Huzmazoo?
I like TJ Hawkinson for sure.
Draft him?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at Debo in the pregame. He's ready.
Where's Wilson? And let's get Wilson off the board here. Lock in our quarterback.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, you let Russ cook. This is a very interesting team. So currently your roster is Jordan Love, Russell Wilson, James Cook, Derrick Henry, Khalil Shakir, Amari Cooper, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't hate it. I mean, I will say this. You do kind of need to stack Love and Wilson now because historically this is what works well in this tournament.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right. Every single pick I had missed by 0.5. That Bray Allen call was solid, though. Yeah, that Braylon Allen receiver. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people are out on Braylon Allen. He saw the same amount of touches, same amount of opportunity, maybe one more touch than Davis. I think the biggest difference is Davis saw, because they both saw pretty much equal amounts in the passing.
Got the goal line work.
Davis just, but like Davis didn't score on the goal line. He scored in a passing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a reception that he scored. That's the only thing that really separated him. It could have very well have been Braylon Allen. And I'm still like not giving up on Braylon Allen because out of the 2 backs, he is the better back. And the matchup was more beneficial. That's why we took the Braylon Allen receiving yards prop. It was more beneficial for a receiving back. This matchup, not so much. It's way better on the ground, and I'm still riding with Braylon Allen if Breece Hall's out.
On the ground, by the way, not a receiving touchdown. It was a rush.
It was a rush, not a receiving. Isaiah Davis. I stand corrected. The targets were there. Davis just basically caught those balls, though. They both had similar targets, but defense. Yeah, I mean, like across the board, it was similar. The only difference is the touchdown upside was there for Davis, and it wasn't there for Braylon. And I don't think that
just looks slow, man. I know he never got a chance to really get going, but man, he looked. I don't know. Isaiah
like Miami's defense is good on the ground.
They are, yeah.
They are good on the ground. They just give up a lot of production in the air, and that's why we like Braylon Allen, because there was the air production we've seen him contribute before, and his receiving. I'm still against the Jags. You got to play.
Right?
I'm not playing Davis. There's no way I'm not playing Braylon Allen. All right. So stacking options here. You got Tucker Kraft. You got Christian Watson. You got Romeo Doubs. Trying to see who you got for Pickens is long gone. So Calvin Austin. Other than that, it's Slim Pickens.
I'd rather go Mike Williams.
Okay. You don't want to who do you want to stack with Jordan Love? Tucker Kraft is gone. Broadster took him. Jackson Smith and Jigba just went off the board right now, which is crazy because they're actually a playoff team. Tank Dell's still available. I think Tank Dell bounces back in such a way this week. I think he's going to have a good game. by the way, against Miami.
Yeah, I'm playing you in the playoffs. I need it.
Yeah.
I got Stroud and Tank. Riding heavy. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, talk to me.
I can what?
Kraft is gone, so you need a stack with Jordan Love. Your best options here: Watson, Romeo Dobbs, but Tyreek's still available. Did you want to look at another tight end as well?
No, let's take Dobbs.
Okay.
Over Watson, huh?
I know, interesting.
Yeah, over Watson.
What else you got?
What do we got at tight end? And let's
Pat
go.
Carter. Lock him up with Wilson.
Let's take Pat Freiermuth. We'll ride with.
I feel like Pittsburgh's going to be another one and done situation. This is a very interesting draft. All right.
You did?
Yeah.
I think Pitt's not one and done.
I think Pitt's one and done.
So who are they going to lose to? If the buys roll out how they roll out.
Okay, so if Miami makes the playoffs, which I think they can, they're going to lose to Miami.
Can you stop with this blasphemy? Why'd you invite me on here to do this?
I think Miami can still make the playoffs and run the table. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
All right, fair, fine.
So
I mean, let's look at the teams that are on the fringe right now. I think Denver is solid and they can make it.
Ravens, the Chargers, and the Broncos are all 8-5.
I'm not worried about the records, right? I'm worried about who can win out and who can lose out. I think the Chargers are a Justin Herbert injury away, and today he was limited participant in practice with an ankle injury. And he's been dealing with this ankle for several weeks. It was the left one a couple weeks ago. Now it's the right one, whatever. If they're a Justin Herbert injury away from not being able to make the playoffs and losing the rest of their games, and I think that's going to happen because of the volatility of the position and the running style he's playing with Greg Roman and Harbaugh.
No chance.
I think the Chargers are not going to make the playoffs.
That's a bold statement. I think you should go. I think you should put a little wager on that because right now the Chargers are 89% to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd take the Chargers.
They're 8-5. They're going to beat Tampa this weekend, first of all, and more importantly than that, Jim Harbaugh doesn't lose 4 games in a row, as you're suggesting. It's just not happening. It's not happening.
Okay. So what's the wager?
I'm thinking.
Here we go.
What? I'll wager whatever you want. You name it. What you want?
Okay. Let's make it fun.
Sure. Let's make the Chargers are playing at New England later this season. Are you nuts?
Yeah, New England's going to win.
The Chargers are playing at the Patriots. They play the Raiders.
All right, it's bow time. Says Kate Otten or Ingram this week. Looks like Ingram's banged up. Looks like he's not healthy. And it's a good matchup for tight ends in terms of Otten versus the Chargers. At least the volume should be there. I like Mike Evans more than I like Otten. I'm talking about if Ingram's healthy, I'm playing Ingram no matter what. If Ingram's not healthy, I'm going with Otten. I only drafted Herbert because of Disco's comment. Hey man, it is what it is. I'm not. Listen, I don't hate the Chargers. I love what they did this year.
All right, look. Well, let's finish this off here with this splendid team. Can you give me? Yeah, I need to see who we still. Look, Watson is still there. I could take him for you if you're happy.
Sure. Cooper Kupp still available.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Okay.
You don't think the Rams are going far?
He doesn't even think they're going to make the playoffs.
No, I don't.
Wow.
Time's a ticking. Rip, you got 15 seconds. Lock in. Let's go.
Yeah, let's lock in with Christian Watson.
Okay, another pick. Who you got? You want to go tight end again, or you want to go wide receivers? Your last pick.
Go to running back.
Okay. Bijan Robinson, Kamara, A-Chain, Justice Hill, Chase Brown, Kyron Williams.
Dobbins down the stretch?
I don't know. Go lower.
Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker, Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Ty Johnson, Rashad White, Samaje Perine.
All right. Well, let's go to tight end and let's just lock in with our tight end. We're going to take Isaiah Likely.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I wanted to give you the random team. There we go.
Super random. I just donated $20. Let's go. That's fun. Darius, the God says you guys are goats. Keep putting in pain. Keep putting in pain. Keep putting in pain. Do we keep putting in pain? Is that what's happening, guys? No. Okay. Thank you, Daryl. Would mean a lot if you came over to the YouTube side and subscribed here. As I said, we're going to do a duck race. So I'm going to stop this screen. Share screen. And then if you guys win and you're not here or you don't contact me immediately to claim your winnings, then we're just going to reshuffle it like we did yesterday. Okay. So we're going to shuffle the characters 5 times. We got a couple names in here. Everybody who's entered, 69 seconds. You guys know the deal. We're giving away a chance to win $50,000, and there's $300,000 in total prizes, guys. We'll be doing it every Monday.
I got to get going, brother.
All right, bye. We're doing it every Wednesday and Friday. This is for yesterday, so let's go. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Yes, sir. Good luck, Mossy. It's good to do these best ball streams again. It's really fun. Rams about to light up the 49ers. Possible. Very possible. Quack. Kincaid or Muth at tight end, says Jerry Bagshaw. Kincaid versus Detroit. Detroit doesn't really give up a lot of production. I'd say Muth. You got to play the volume game. He's going to get a lot of opportunity with Pickens out again. So yeah. Love you, Brodster. Brodster, I haven't heard from you in forever, man. You're doing great in the Disco Best Ball League. I got eliminated by Jamar Chase because I picked Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase. The one place I did it. So stupid. All right, let's see who's in the lead right now. Nathan Moore in the lead. Nick Am is losing steam. Hot Pink is in prime spot. Looks like Bones is in the perfect spot. Here's where he's going to hit the afterburners and really just take off. Are we calling the Bones dub right now? Is that what's happening? Bones taking off. Fraudster taking off. Nick Am taking off. Is Nick Am going to win it? Congratulations, Nick Am. Contact me. Are you here, Nick Am? I'll give you a minute. Rip, once again, let the folks know who you are, where they could find you and your work, especially the morning after show, because I do love the box score breakdown that you do over on the morning after show, and love the incredible guests that you bring on there too, man. So let the folks know what you do. And if you're not subscribed to Rip, if you're not following him on X, please fix your life. Highly vouch for this individual. Great guy.
Well, there you go. Nothing left to be said. Follow me right there at Michael Rippey on X. The morning after, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Every Monday morning following the weekend of football, we get you locked in with a couple of great guests who give you information both real and fantasy related. So I hope to see you there. Make sure you turn notifications on. Appreciate you, Disco. Always fun time being here.
Guys, that's the guest that you guys need to really listen to. This, I mean, Pat McAfee listens to this fucking fella. This is for serious. Just look at his ex. Pat McAfee shouted this guy out. He's pretty fucking incredible. It's your boy Disco. It's me. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, doing another one of these drafters playoff best ball giveaways. So we'll hit you guys up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time with the keyword, and we'll be live with our regular show on Saturday with Sleaze and with NFL DFS Picks making his big return. And we're going to go over the entire Sunday slate and the 2 games on Monday football. We're going to be very busy, and Rip might join us. But, I mean, that time in Vegas time is usually a fun time. Until next time, guys, peace.